Hey everyone, so today for our birria, this is the recipe, this is jackfruit we're going to be using. I am using 2 cans that I've drained, and now I'm going to mash them, or quote unquote shred them with this potato smasher. It's easier for me. I hate when I am shredding it with my fingers and then it like gets stuck in between my nail and my skin, I guess. So yeah, this is easier. You're just going to put in some work and smash it, and then we're going to rinse it, and then we're gonna get the cores because if you don't like break them down, they will stay kind of like briny with that briny flavor, so we don't want that. Just break them as much as you can, and then we're going to rinse them and squeeze the water out at least 2 times. This is just to, you know, try to get rid of that briny flavor as much as possible. If you don't do this, if you skip this step, it will have a weird, not weird, but kind of that like acidic briny flavor. So you can skip this if you're feeling lazy, but just know that it will be a little sour. Okay, so yeah, just gonna do that, and then if you have a towel, you can also use that to squeeze the water out, but I didn't have one, so I just did it with my potato masher. Okay, so here it is. We're gonna add it to a pot with some water. I think it was like about 4 cups of water, 4 or 5 cups of water, bay leaf, 2 garlic cloves, some onion, and some salt. And while that is simmering on the stove, it's gonna be like maybe like 20 minutes just to infuse the jackfruit with the flavors. I'm gonna start seeding and deveining our chiles. You can do this with gloves, but I didn't have any, so I went old school and I just did it with my hands. If you have scissors, you can also use that. It makes it easier to cut them open. I also could not find my scissors, so I just did it with my hands. But make sure to not touch your face after this because you will get spicy. Definitely do not touch your eyes. But yeah, basically you're just gonna take this out because the seeds will make it bitter. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to get every single one of them, but just try to do your best, and also get the little veins out. The veins are those like little strips, you can see them. I am using guajillos, and I am also using morita and chile, ancho, pasilla. Yeah, so depending if your chiles are toasted already, you don't need to toast them. You can either toast them, but make sure they don't burn, because if they burn, that will make your broth bitter. But once they are deseeded, you're gonna put them to basically rehydrate. Just put them with some hot water for like maybe boiling for like 10 minutes. While our chiles are getting ready, we're gonna strain our jackfruit and then fish out our bay leaf and then our garlic and our onion. And then we are going to, you're not gonna rinse it, you're just going to squeeze as much of the liquid out as you can. Here again, I'm using my handy dandy potato masher. Yeah, and so then once that is ready, we are going to add some oil into our pot. I'm just going to be using the same pot that I was using to cook it. I added, I think, either canola or vegetable oil, a couple of tablespoons. You can leave that out if you want. It's optional. So yeah, we're just going to saute it a little bit and then leave that on the stove. And we're going to check up on our chiles, which are now ready. Oh, whoopsie, sorry. Well, I checked out my chiles, but yeah, we're gonna add some water and our bouillon cubes. Vegetable stock, if you don't have cubes, that's the brand that I was using. I will try to find it online and link it. I usually don't like this brand. Actually, this is my first time trying this brand, and I wasn't really a big fan of them. I usually use the Edwards & Son vegan chicken cubes, but I couldn't find them, so I just got these. So yeah. Now time to blend up our chiles. Just add all of your chiles. You'll know they're ready because they'll get kind of like plumped up. Touch them and they're like considerably softer. So yeah, we're gonna add our chiles to our blender, and then you're also going to add a little bit of water just to help the blender. And all of our spices, I had them pre-measured, and I also added a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And the thing about this recipe is that, you know, you can customize it. If you don't like a spice, you can take it out. If you want more of something, you could put it in. If you don't have apple cider vinegar, you could use white vinegar. So yeah, super, whatever you have, it's still gonna taste good because there's a bunch of spices and stuff. So I also added a little bit of onion and garlic, and then I was peeling the garlic, that's why it took a while. I'm just gonna use this water that I used to rehydrate the chiles. So yeah, we're just going to blend that up real quick. Not real quick, until it's like nice and smooth. We want to get it as smooth as possible. Try to get as much of that chile goodness up for our broth. Once that's done, we are going to get a strainer. Just because we want to get out all of the like little skins that maybe didn't completely you know, blend in. Also the maybe spices that were, you know, chunky. So yeah, you're going to get a strainer, and then just help it out. If your strainer's too small, like really fine like mine is, you're gonna want to like help it out with a little wooden spoon or tap it or something. So yeah, here I am fast forwarding, checking the consistency, and then if it's kind of stuck like this, you're gonna want to use some water. Here I tasted to see how it is, because you don't want your broth to be too thick. You want it like kind of in the middle, not too thick, not too stewy like, but not too soup like, somewhere in the middle. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. And also, you know, the color of your broth is going to depend on the kind of chiles that you used, and if you toast them or not. You be careful when you toast them. Like I said, you can burn them and then it will get really bitter, and then your broth is going to be bitter. So be careful. You can get pre-toasted. If you can find those, then get those. If not, then don't worry, you just can use them not toasted. Anyways, sorry, I didn't even get footage of the broth cooking. But anyways, yeah, once you put the chile mixture in, you want to just let it simmer for maybe like 30 minutes. That's my little broth. And then put a little bit of oil, and you know, dip. Don't be afraid, but be careful when you put it on your pan or skillet or whatever, because it will be hot and it will kind of splatter a little bit. Anyways, I went ahead and made 3, and I put oil just because I like them crispy. And then here's some sunflower seed cheese that I made. You can use whatever you like. You can make your own. I just like to make my own because I think it tastes better than most of the things that I can get in store, and cheaper. So yeah, we're gonna get some of our jackfruit. If you don't want it to be this wet, you can saute it real quick and get it drier, because sometimes it will make your tortilla soggy. And here I'm just using some like tortillas that I got from Northgate, corn tortillas, because that's what traditionally is used. But I guess you could also make a quesadilla with this, like flour. Yum, yeah, that would be good. Anyways, yeah, that's it. We're just gonna cover it up and let it, I guess, get crispy. You can leave them as long as you want. Look at this one, nice and crispy. Yeah, oh, can't wait to eat this. It's gonna be so good. Hi everyone, finally it's time to try our tacos. I am so excited. Here I just have some tea, some green tea, cold green tea. I literally drink green tea every day. No sweet, not sweetened, just brewed. And then here's the salsa that I made a couple of days ago. You know, I'm Mexican, I always have salsa in my fridge. Super easy. If you guys want the recipe, let me know. It's just chile de árbol, and I think I threw in some chipotles and onion and garlic. Easy peasy, and it's pretty spicy. I love spicy stuff. The broth in this is not spicy, so I want to make my tacos spicy. So yeah, the consomme, let's put a little bit of, well actually I like a lot of limon, so I'm gonna put a lot. Also, I put onion and cilantro in here. I'm not a big fan of raw onion, but I'm doing it for you guys. I mean, so hot, it's probably gonna cook down anyways. Anyways, look at these tacos. Oh my god, you guys. I like to leave them like cooking for a little longer so they can be like nice and crispy. But you can leave them if you want for shorter. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Can you guys see the steam? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, my mouth is watering, you guys. Like, I can't. Can you see that? So good. So good. We're starving. I was looking forward to this the whole day. And also, if you guys want the recipe for the cheese, let me know. This is a, I think I already said, this is a sunflower seed cheese. That is so good. Make this for your significant other, your best friend. It's not a lot of hard work, it's just time consuming, but it's so worth it in the end. Oh, so good, you guys. I mean, y'all, you know, you gotta be PC nowadays. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish this. I hope you guys try this recipe. It's so good and it's so yummy, and I'm gonna just eat this, and I'll catch you guys next week. Oh, actually, yeah, next week or in a couple of days. Bye.